Hello guys, welcome back. Konnichiwa. Herzlich willkommen. So my friends, update on SMCI. We're waiting here for the breakout, for the squeeze. Me too guys, I'm also waiting here for the SMCI breakout. So we have to check why we didn't see our breakout yet and what are the price goals which we have to break and where are the price goals to the up and downside in case of a bear scenario, which we don't have right now. I can tell you that from the beginning, but I give you of course all price level information. Everything what I say here is not financial advice. Please make your own due diligence. So my friends, we had here a 10-to-1 stock split for SMCI in October 2024, and when we see the day, that was here the 1st of October, the price was trading at $40. A 10-to-1 stock split means, guys, that the price is divided by 10. So usually, let's just make that for an example here. You have 10 million shares and one share is $100. After the split, you have not 10 million shares, you have 100 million shares, and instead of $100, the price is $10. So what does that mean? We had a stock split, and usually the float is also multiplied by 10. We can see that here also for SMCI. When we check here Fintel, guys, the float is now 483 million shares, and before the stock split, of course, we had 43 million shares. What I really like is that SMCI recovered from that really quick. So yes, we had here a dip, we had a fake out. I made a lot of videos here during October on that where I said, guys, this is a dip for a squeeze. And now we can see that the price was trading here split adjusted $400. Also before the split adjusted $40, and now we're trading here at $47. So congratulations to everybody who is still here in this play. Very important information, because that means that here the dip has been bought and we are of course still holding here our overall uptrend. But we didn't squeeze yet, guys. Of course we had here two squeezes. So when I made here my videos in October, SMCI made a squeeze of 287%, which is great, guys. Very, very good. But if you are boring or if you're bored out to wait, I have also a lot of squeeze tickers here in my pocket, which I post on Patreon. Just today I posted this stock here. We have here a squeeze ratio between 200 and 300%. Of course, there is never a guarantee, but this ticker showing some volume spikes didn't squeeze yet. So there is a very high potential that we see here a breakout. If you want to see my short squeeze plays, guys, just join us here on Patreon. Pause the video if you want to read that here for yourself. I also have a lot of tutorials available here for beginners and advanced trader. A lot of content, guys. The link patreon.com/blackbelttrader is available here in the video description, and you get access, of course, to all my short squeeze plays if you join the full package membership, guys. We're growing every day, so if you want to learn trading, join us on Patreon. So for SMCI, guys, now I show you my drawings. We're trading now here at $47, and if you have seen my previous videos, then you know that I'm waiting here for this price level, guys. This is our final boss, $50.86. We are almost there, and what I really like is the technical setup which we have. We had already here our breakout out of this wedge pattern, which I explained in my previous videos, and now you can see that we make here some picture perfect, you can call it the bull flag or leg ups. Here we have these leg up, accumulate, leg up, accumulate. What we want to see now is the next leg up, and in best case scenario, first we have to break $50.86. This is very important, but the best case scenario would be that we go over $56.19. This was the, sorry, I have to zoom out, guys, my fault, $66.44. Holy shit, $66.44, guys. So as first of all, $50.86 is what I want to see, where we go over that price level here, accumulate, and then in a perfect trading world we go higher than $66.44. I honestly expect that if we don't get rejected here, if we see a strong rejection, we have to acknowledge that we have some open gaps here. There is one open gap at $32.84, and as I mentioned before, if you have seen my previous videos, then you know that we have this white trend line here as a support. So the dip right now for SMCI is waiting here between $33 and $31 based on today's price. Would I FOMO in, guys? No, I would not FOMO in here. I bought the dip, guys. I always try to think like a market maker. This is very important, because if you want to trade squeeze plays, I mean, SMCI right now is a squeeze play. We have here a short squeeze potential. it's not only that the price after the split is stable again, also we have here a short interest of 17.85%, which is quite high. The short sellers will try everything, guys, to bring the price down and of course try to not make a squeeze happen here for SMCI. We have here some, let's call it natural algo squeeze price goals between $84 and $86. This is just based on the technicals for everybody who want to see here a short squeeze in the price range of $100 or higher. The most bearish supply zone, aka the bearish resistance, is waiting here at $96.12, guys. Yeah, so there is a reason why I always buy the dip. What we do here, as I mentioned that before on Patreon, we have here a lot of short squeeze stocks, guys, and we always try to catch here the lowest possible price, which means we try to think like a market maker. So we want to buy in the lowest potential range here to get the full squeeze range here. For that ticker, it was 166%. This ticker squeezed 2 days after my prediction, guys. I released that video here on Patreon, and then we had our squeeze of 166% 2 days later. And for SMCI, this liquidity zone is here, guys. I zoom out for you, between $33.80 and $23. So yes, we have this algo support trend line. Yes, it is a strong support, but believe me, if the market makers want, they can fake out the price below that. We could even see prices of $16 again. Even you don't want to hear that, guys. Everything is possible in trading, but you have to understand what is a crash and what is just a shakeout. And this price move here in November 2024 was a picture perfect shakeout with a couple of gap ups and gap downs here. Very easy to see. So you can see that the market makers use here the pre and after market, the low volume trading hours, let's call it like that, yeah, to create these kind of fake outs here. And this is the reason why you see these massive squeeze reactions, because the buying algos are waiting here. They're waiting here in the blue box, but everything below that box, guys, is an even better dip. For now, we never had these prices again. That means we start to build here higher lows, which is very, very good. But we also want to see higher highs. This here is a picture perfect pattern, guys. I like that. But I also said before that $50.86 is a strong resistance. We have to break that resistance. And that's why I want to see here a massive candle, a green candle, not a gap up. This is not what I want to see. This is good, but I don't like gap ups, guys. That's why I want to see here a full green candle body, which is piercing this price level and, you know, close above that. And then with a retest here, that would be a perfect scenario here for the breakout, aka squeeze for SMCI. Keep that in mind, guys. $84.50 and $86.59 is my personal squeeze price target, which I also expect. I also mentioned in my previous videos that I took my profits here and bought in back later, because that was the move which had to happen here. We had here one open gap in the chart, and here the second open gap is here. And you can see as soon as we close that gap, I will draw a line for you that you can see that, guys. This is everything based on algos, what you see here. You can see that we closed this gap here, and with the gap close, we had this massive sell-off reaction. That's why you can more or less expect what happened here in the future, and that's why we have always two scenarios. Sell-off scenario is that we close this gap here at $32.84 and have this dip here, and the breakout scenario is that we squeeze above $50.86 and then start to close the next open gap, which is waiting here at $86. Yeah, my friends, that was the quick update for you on SMCI. I hope that was helpful. If you don't want to miss any updates, guys, please hit the like and subscribe button right now. My chart pattern here for SMCI is visible in TradingView. This is the program what I use here for all my videos and all my trades. If you want to get that program for yourself, there is a discount link in the video description for the TradingView premium tier. Very important, guys. Yeah, my friends, that was the update. I wish you great success. I hope you have profitable and green positions here with SMCI. And as I said, if you want to see my previous videos where I go in detail here in these trend channel patterns, guys, check out my channel, guys. Thank you so much. Arigato gozaimasu. Vielen Dank und bis zum nächsten SMCI Video. Take care. Bye bye, guys.